y'all doing and welcome. I am Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining the player. Subscribe. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all check out a few things. Subscribe to the website. If you would like to support a player around here, you can get something for you and them little ugly babies by clicking the Get link on the website. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. The link's down there in the description. I need you liking, sharing, telling somebody about a player. We try to get the thumbs up over 500 in every show so we can do something to the algorithm. Listen, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got $, top and bottom. Willie Williams Show, that is the cash app. And if you just so happen to hit that super chat, please don't go over $5 because the player don't know if he getting it or not. They say I get 30, they say that they get 70. God damn it, I think they getting a whole 100. Remember, the midday news show, if you can't watch it with your eyes and you can't use your peripherals and see a player, big word, I hear any goddamn screen. We do got a thing called a podcast on Anchor and Spotify, the Willie Williams Show. Please follow me on IG and Twitter at the WW Show. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all come on in. It is Wednesday night time. How y'all doing? I'm Willie Williams. Appreciate y'all for joining me. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the nightly news. Y'all come on in, hit the thumbs up and the share button, the thumbs and the share. Subscribe, as we always say around here in these streets. New Jersey is in the building. What it do? Say, hey, Sugar the 912 Savannah's in the house. Say, I need some advice, Willie. Go ahead on and throw it on out there. Let me see what I can come up with. The Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say, your poppin' past the leg of these 30 minutes of fire. Say, check your email. I'ma pull it up. Is that right there for you, AT? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to go ahead on and check that out in just a smidget. I see it. Excuse me. Chi-Town is in the building. What it do? You see, say, oh, damn it. Sent you a good story. Sent me a good story. Yes, you did. I am going to look at that and see if we can go on to play it. California is in the building. So the 209 is in the house. The 777 Monkeyville is in the building. Sup, Pat, say the 412 Cliffsboro, Pennsylvania is in the house. Say the D is in the building. Say what up, though, Pat, say what it do. Detroit, the 313 is in the building. Say, hey, Sugar and Chat. Tyler, Texas is representing. Appreciate you for being around here. Orlando is in the house. The 334 Gump Monkey Town is up in the building. So the 305 is checking in. Say hit that like button. I appreciate that. Y'all come on around here. Listen, we're streaming live on 2 channels. The Willie Williams Show live channel and the Willie Williams News channel. We had done reached our goal. We had done got from the 473 to the 480. That's where we at now. Let's see if we can push this thing on up to 490. Can we have a goal of 490 of subscribers? We got to get the subscribers up. We're trying to get them up. And that's why I need your assistance. I need your help. Can we please do that right there over on the other channel? You say, let's get it. Pastor, say Detroit, the 313 is in the building. Say the 209 is on the new channel, though. That's what's up. The 614 is in the house. Say, much love. Way to get the bag, bro. I am sure enough trying. Say, I hit the like on both channels, Pastor. Say, now let's get the corrections. Begin. South Carolina is in the building. Appreciate that right there. Shout out to Antoine for the $5 cash out. Say 7-year channel supporter. I appreciate that right there. Woo, we done been around here a long goddamn time, bringing the news and bringing entertainment as we supposed to do out here in these streets. I saw a few things, and we're gonna go ahead on and talk about it. Hold on, let me click on this to see where it's gonna take me at. Oh wow, I can't go back to it. I can't go back to the email. It's telling me that I can't do that. Wait. Okay, we got another one. Okay. All right. Hell, I can use that right there too. Hold up. Give me just a smidget. Just a second. Let me go and put this here up over here so I'll be able to show it to y'all when I get ready. Make that there small, bam, and we're going to read it together. We'll go through that right there because it looked like a player done messed up out here in these streets. Hold on. Player done messed up out here in the street. I just read the damn title. Oh, Jesus. Okay. But we're going to start with this one right here. We're going to start with this one right here. Let me go down and slide it over real quick so y'all can see this beautiful baby on the screen right there. Bam! There you go. Everyone say hello. Everyone say hello to this beautiful baby that's on the screen. Y'all, we try to get the likes up over 500. Let's start out good. Y'all, let's start out good. Say, just came over here to hit that like. He say, nah, I'm going back to the other channel. Laugh out loud. Damn it, I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate you doing that. That's what's up. Do y'all see what's being, what is on your screen? He said we got an ex-wife arrested after a fight with the ex-husband, ex-girlfriend. I say it again. Ex-wife arrested after fight with ex-husband's ex-girlfriend. Whoo, boy, we doing too much out here in these streets. We doing too much in these streets. Y'all got to check this story out in Brownsville, Texas. Brownsville, Texas. A woman was arrested after fighting with another woman over the same man. Over that meat, as we say out here in these streets. Carla Gadames, I think that's how you pronounce it. Somebody please correct me. Gadames, 29 years old, was arrested on charges of burglary of a habitation. I think that's how you say it. Yeah. A habitation with the intent to commit other felony. Say the police responded to a 100 block of Hasidia, something like that lane just before 7 a.m. and on Thursday in reference to a domestic dispute. He said there they met with her, Gomez, I don't know, who was at the front door of the resident with a swollen eye. As y'all saw, her eye was real big. I don't think she wanted to fight personally, but she had done told the police that the home belonged to her ex-husband and that she wanted to get the current tenant out of the home. The tenant residing at the residence was the ex-girlfriend to the ex-husband. That's what the release had done stated. The ex-girlfriend told the police that Gadames rang the doorbell and forced herself inside when she opened up the door. Gomez then told the other woman that she was back with her ex-husband and that she needed her to leave. The ex-girlfriend told Gomez to leave, but she refused and became aggressive, leading to a fist fight between the two women. The tenant was able to overpower, as we saw, because we saw that baby face, and force her out of the residence before calling the police. Gomez was arraigned on March the 15th, and her bond was set at $7,500. Let's see Gomez one more again. Look at that beautiful baby right there. Look at that beautiful baby right there. She done ran up about that meat, hell, as she should, to get her husband back. Baby, you got to go, because me and my husband, we just got back together. The husband was dealing with the ex. The husband was... Boy, I try to tell you, boy, listen. Just because we had them broke up don't mean that we was broke up. It just looked like that on the surface sometimes. He was still in connect with his ex. She had them moved in. So I'm thinking to myself, he felt like he made a mistake by marrying that one when he married that one. But she said that me and the husband had just done got back together. So I guess he was not feeling like he made a mistake and told her, come on back round here, baby. We can work it out. Let's go ahead on and work on it. Yeah. We still go together. What do you think? Y'all be, oh man, people is not gonna learn until they continue to watch the Willie Williams show out here in the street. Shout out to Sabria for the $2 cash out. They say, Pastor, these hard-head kids done came back home. We got to do something about that right there. He said, how, bam. Gotcha. So please, y'all, please. If you're going to run up on somebody, especially at the crib, tell them to get out, because you is the newfound, you is the new, but you is the old, but now you the new. Make sure that you can fight a little bit. Just make sure that you can fight a little bit. You ain't got to know how to fight a lot. Just be able to fight a little bit out here in the street. Again, we be doing way too much. Hold on. Now, let me see if I can... Let's move right along. Because they may have video. Oh, they do got video. But let me see if I can grab the video from around here, or do I just have to play it off the site? Hold on, bam, bam, bam. All right, we got to go to the site and see, because it say now playing. Now playing, but oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Oh, wow. It's a few minutes. It's a bunch of minutes. And we finna go ahead on and get right on into it. We have, let me go put it up on the screen for you real quick. Y'all, come on. Come on. We starting out slow. But damn it, it's going to be entertaining. I promise you that right there. We have a registered sex offender in Georgia. A McDonald's manager is what? A McDonald's manager is accused of getting a 15-year-old employee pregnant. I did not know McDonald's was hiring 15-year-olds. I thought that they had done stopped that like a while back, but I guess I was wrong, and I'm guessing he was happy that they hired 15-year-olds. Let's hit a story. Wait. Let me, hold on. Let's see if I make it big like that. Nope. That's too big. We don't want to go too big. Let's go.
Exclusive, a manager at McDonald's accused of getting a teen worker pregnant. He is a registered sex offender. Investigators say that Jamira Sampson worked for McDonald's in Loganville.
I didn't know that you could be a registered sex offender and be a manager at McDonald's, where kids come. Go ahead, though.
Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie spoke with the victim's mother, who is suing now McDonald's.
Makes sense.
And lawyer,
and mind you, I have not watched this story. Here we go.
Mel Hewitt says he filed this lawsuit, yes, for money for a 16-year-old who needs it now that she has a baby by a former McDonald's manager and convicted sex offender who allegedly fathered the child when the young woman was underage, but also in hopes it can prevent this happening to someone else. We begin with her mom.
Stop right there. Oh, hold on. In Georgia, the age of consent is 16. He couldn't wait one more mango season. He just couldn't wait.
Oh, God. My heart broke so many places, so many ways.
The mom, who says she wants us to hide her face to protect her daughter, says that daughter was excited to suit up in the uniform of a McDonald's employee at just 15 years old, but now she's bringing suit in her daughter's behalf after the mom alleges a convicted sex offender working in management at the McDonald's,
I was infuriated.
Impregnated her child.
I thought he was vetted, but come to find out he was a registered sex offender.
The suit is against McDonald's Corporation, McDonald's USA LLC, and two firms that suggest are affiliated with the McDonald's franchise located at 4638 Atlanta Highway, Loganville. It alleges McDonald's employees across the country, many of them teenagers, are telling stories of routine and severe sexual harassment and abuse.
There's a number of these cases around the country.
And suggests
McDonald's know that they dead ass wrong. McDonald's know better than this right here. Boy, these folks finna get millions. Yes. Oh, damn it, I can't play it.
in February 2021, the young woman at the focus of this case was 15 years old when she applied for employment at what she understood was Loganville McDonald's, and in about August 2021 started her employment. The suit suggests she was subordinate to who she understood was a manager, trainee, or supervisor of the Loganville McDonald's, Jamira C. Sampson. We found Jamira Sampson on both Georgia and Florida sex offender sites.
Damn, he done cut. So I guess he probably did something in Florida and then he moved to Georgia. But you got to know the age of consent. And I would think, hell, okay, he going to move to Georgia. Or he did move to Georgia because the age of consent is 16. Florida's 18. You done went and dropped down to 15, pimp.
Florida entry lists lewd or lascivious molestation, victim 12 to 15 years old, and what looks like lewd, lascivious battery, sex with victim 12 to 15 years old. Plaintiff's attorney Mel Hewitt says Sampson was convicted years before he was hired by the Loganville McDonald's, and he was on the sex offender registry when hired. You're not against convicted felons getting work?
No. No, I'm really not.
The suit suggests that Sampson allegedly began sexually assaulting the young woman at the workplace, in the parking area, and in other locations off the Loganville McDonald's property.
He began grooming
in other locations also.
Her, ended up getting what certainly everyone's going to claim is consensual sex, but she's 15 years old.
She's not legally able to consent.
She cannot, not in the state of Georgia.
I have a beautiful...
Yeah, she can't legally, but she did consent. Go ahead.
Grandson.
We got a statement attributable to Tiffany Boyd, Senior Vice President and Chief People Officer, McDonald's USA.
Did she say that she got a grandson? Hold on.
Grandson.
We got a statement able to consent.
She cannot, not in the state of Georgia.
Yes, I have a beautiful grandson.
We got a statement attributable to Tiffany Boyd, Senior Vice President and Chief People Officer, McDonald's USA. Quote, there is simply no place under the Golden Arches for the type of conduct alleged in this complaint, and it is deeply troubling to us all. As a leader within this company, I know how important it is that every restaurant fosters a culture of safety and care. As a mother whose child has proudly worked at our local McDonald's, I feel this on a very personal level. Like our franchisees, we understand that it is essential for every employee to feel safe, respected, and included. Last
15 years old, you can change your gender. You can give consent. Go ahead.
year, McDonald's implemented its global brand standards, where all restaurants worldwide are assessed and held accountable to a set of standards addressing topics like harassment prevention and workplace safety. The introduction of these standards was a critical step in protecting every person working at a McDonald's restaurant. A statement attributable to Bruce Vineyard, McDonald's owner-operator, says the allegations made in this lawsuit are disturbing and this employee no longer works at our restaurant.
Yeah, no shit, because he done made the news and got, man.
My organization has always tried to be a place where everyone feels safe and respected when they come to work. We hold safe and respectful workplace training, and we always have an open door for employees to raise concerns. Providing a safe, respectful, and inclusive workplace is critically important to us. By phone, I reached a person who indicated it was Jamira Sampson. He suggested he can't say yes or no whether McDonald's knew about his background, but an individual who got him hired at the McDonald's did know. He said allegations he messed with a young woman at the job where there were cameras are a lie. He indicated he did work as an assistant manager at McDonald's in Loganville, but he ended up leaving that McDonald's because allegations were going around about him and two young women, and considering his background, he did not want to risk getting in trouble. He suggested...
Okay, so he left one McDonald's to go to the other because he didn't want to risk it. He didn't want to risk it all. Go ahead.
The young girl who worked at the Loganville McDonald's lied to him about her age, telling him she was 17, but he did not have a relationship with her or anyone underage.
Stop. So she lied. So think about it. Because it's not far-fetched that they be lying. It's not far-fetched that they be lying. Men is in prison. Men have went to prison because they have lied about their age. What if he's telling the truth? What if he's telling the truth that she said that she was 17? State of Georgia is 16. Your feelings don't count. State of Georgia is 16. And if she lied
17, but he did not have a relation to risk getting in trouble.
That she was 17. All right, cool. He said, I didn't have no relationship. So what does that tell us? They were just smashing. It's all right. Women's live. Go ahead.
He suggested a young girl who worked at the Loganville McDonald's lied to him about her age, telling him she was 17, but he did not have a relationship with her or anyone underage. He says though there are two charges listed in the lawsuit, both came from one case, and he's been hardworking and has stayed law-abiding since his release from prison. Now, Loganville Police Chief Dick Lowry says his department has an open investigation pertaining to a juvenile female whose mother reported her juvenile daughter was pregnant by a registered sex offender who worked with the daughter at the Loganville McDonald's.
Shout out to Dunn for the $2 cash app. Say, Willie, that's entrapment all day long. If she lied, her bad.
Sampson told me, by the way, he did 8.5 years in prison in Florida because he admitted to something he didn't do to protect a relative. It appears that he's on the Georgia sex offender registry because of the Florida case. Reporting live in Loganville.
Oh, that's why he's on both. And I'm guessing that that's what you have to do if you transfer states. If you move from state to state to state. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was a sex offender in Florida, and no matter where you move, maybe it's by law that you have to register as a sex offender. So that makes sense. That makes sense. And then he say he didn't do the crime. He was taking up for somebody else. Didn't we just talk about this right here earlier? People doing time for other people. People doing time. Hell, if that's his truth, that means he didn't want to snitch, though. And y'all know we're not supposed to snitch, right? Yeah. He claimed he took the charge for somebody else. Yeah, didn't he? This Willie, we just talked about taking charges early this afternoon. Yeah. Say, so Willie, who's giving the baby a shower? Baby shower, it say mama's on the mama.
Mark Winnie.
Man, listen, she allowed a 15-year-old to produce a child. We ain't gonna say nothing about that.
He suggested a young girl who worked at the Logan. I reached a person who indicated it was Jamira Sampson. He suggested he can't say yes or no whether McDonald's knew about his background, but an individual who got him hired at the McDonald's did know. He said
all them fired. The hiring staff is fired.
The allegations he messed with a young woman at the job where there were cameras are a lie.
I like that. If that's true.
He said allegations he messed with a young woman at the job where there were cameras.
I like that if it's true. He said where there was cameras are a lie. They record everything when you're behind that counter. And hell, they record the majority of the lobby also. But back where they are working, they is recording everything. So it should be on camera, right?
Are a lie. He indicated he did work as an assistant manager at McDonald's in Loganville, but he ended up leaving that McDonald's because allegations were going around about him and two young women, and considering his background, he did not want to risk getting in trouble.
That was real smart. Real smart, if that's your truth.
Suggested a young girl who worked at the Loganville McDonald's lied to him about her age, telling him she was 17, but he did not have a relationship with her or anyone underage. He says, though there are two charges listed in the lawsuit, both came from one case, and he's been hardworking and has stayed law-abiding since his release from prison. Now, Loganville Police Chief Dick Lowry says his department has an open investigation pertaining to a juvenile female whose mother reported her juvenile daughter was pregnant by a registered sex offender who worked with the daughter at the Loganville McDonald's. Sampson told me, by the way, he did 8.5 years in prison in Florida because he admitted to something he didn't do to protect a relative. It appears that he's on the Georgia sex offender registry.
He took the time to protect a relative. He say, Willie, she was 14. No. They said earlier when she got the job when she was 15. That's what they say. Shout out to Crown Reese for the $2 super chat. Say Willie comply. That's what we need to do out here. They got this screen. But look here. Oh wait, hold on. I saw a comment there say, Willie, you acting like the mama had a choice, especially if the mama didn't know before 6 weeks. Damn. Okay. Oh yeah. What? Is it 6 weeks in Georgia? Because I think, damn it, in Florida it's 15 weeks. Is it 6 in Georgia? I know like it's really, really low though. I know it's really, really low. The age of employment in Georgia is 15. Yep. No. No, we're not doing Rumble tonight. Not tonight. Hell no. Hey, player. But hey, I wonder, will they let him be a daddy? Will they let him be a daddy, or because he's a registered sex offender, prevent him from being a good father out here in these streets? We ain't gonna talk about how remember, this is not grape. Legally, she can't consent. In reality, she did consent. Yeah. Mama needed her daughter paychecks because y'all do know when our children turn, I think it's 16, we don't get earned income credit no more, baby. We don't get earned income credit no more. So hell, her mama probably happy that she had a baby. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking it through, you know. You say, I sued a McDonald's for my child's safety. Exactly. You say, Willie is mixed silly? Hell no. You say, Willie, does he get a balloon release? Supervised visits? All right. You say, I'm there, Willie. Man, oh, man. But if she lied, that's her bad. And if she lied, if it can be proven, which, of course, she's going to say that she didn't lie. Of course she's going to do that. If she lies, she's going to, of course she's going to say, I didn't lie. He knew my age and stuff. Responsibility. I don't think that the proper questions was even being asked by her mama. Just in my mind. Say drive through, baby shower, Willie say EBT, snap, WIC, Section 8, the whole hookup out here in the goddamn street. Players, know the age of consent in your state, man. Moving right along. And especially when they talking that they're still a teen. If they tell you that they're a teen, please look at some ID. I don't care. If they tell you that she 18, 19, them teens, please check IDs. Please, because they will lie. We know this for a fact. I know a whole bunch of y'all believe all women and all that dumb shit, but go right on here. We know the truth. In reality, people lie and humans lie. Well, people and humans is the same thing, but I ain't really tripping. Moving right along. What I had done did this right here. I did that right there. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, is this an update? Damn it, I think I got an update. Let me move that down. Let me grab this here. Let me put this over here. Let me pop. Do that. Okay, yeah. This
We're having his bond.
This is an update. This is an update from something that we talked about earlier, but they gonna say something that they didn't say in the first one, where we was championing the family for this, but we got to take our champion back for this. Here we go. The player who knocked off his daughter, remember they had done said that he was supposed to go to court and all that fly stuff right there. I looked for it before we had done got off. Cool. Bam. I found it. Here we go. Listen.
For having his bond increased to $2 million, a 25-year-old Houston area father could be facing capital murder charges. This depends.
He already had $1 million. They boosted to 2.
Depends on the autopsy of his 2-year-old daughter, Zavea, whom he is accused of choking and killing during a SWAT situation on Monday. KPRC2.
So that's how they saying he killed her, by choking her.
Rowan Logan joins us live near the county jail where this man remains. Rowan.
Keith, the prosecutor tells me if a medical examiner's office determines that the 2-year-old little girl died due to strangulation, they
died due to strangulation. Say Willie, he'll be able to see his child after prison. Say, and he did grape her. Say Willie is called statutory grape. So he didn't grape her. We separated. We know the difference. It falls under statutory grape. We got that right there. But he didn't grape her. This is why I say when it's not grape, that person did give consent. Legally, she can't give consent, so it falls under statutory grape. I got it. But we is not putting grape on a player when she technically couldn't, but she did. Here we go.
He then will raise the suspect's charge to capital murder. DeAndre Flanagan wears a yellow jumpsuit with his hands behind his back in handcuffs as he appears for the first time in front of a judge.
He must have just like got his haircut or something. This shit sharp. Tight.
The 25-year-old charged with murder. Investigators say he picked up his 2-year-old daughter from daycare, went to the mom's job at Walmart, threatened her, then led law enforcement on a 30-mile chase with his daughter in the passenger seats without a seatbelt or car seats. Prosecutors say he video called the child's grandmother.
Say, all you want to know, did he choke the mama? Nah, he ain't choke. Well, they said that he was fighting her or something like that right there. It's boxed on up just a little bit before he had left, so he ain't choke her. He punched her.
In that FaceTime, they were watching the defendant strangle and assault the 2-year-old as he demanded Miss Watson's phone password.
Child.
Wait a minute. He FaceTimed the grandmother that he was choking the child, trying to get her password. Listen, like I had done said earlier, y'all, it's something she was doing or something that she had done did for him to go get the phone and box on up for the passcode. So now we know that she didn't give him the passcode, but he took the phone. So he FaceTimed the mama, the grandma, or something like that right there, asking for the password. It's something about this.
Your seats without a seatbelt or car seats. Prosecutors,
like y'all had done said, she must have been riding in the front seat. She wanted no seatbelt and or car seat.
Say he video called the child's grandmother.
In that FaceTime, they were watching the defendant strangle and assault the 2-year-old as he demanded Ms. Watson's phone password.
Question: if they demanded it and they was watching, well, he called the mama. No, he called the grandmother, so the mother wasn't there to give him the passcode anyway. So, or maybe she was there. I don't know.
Al Wynn is a trauma therapist with the GEM Wellness and Counseling Service.
What an unthinkable tragedy that a child, a 2-year-old toddler, had to be weaponized as a result of domestic violence.
The sheriff's office looking...
They be sounding so good when they be giving their speeches. Yeah, all that shit. Damn it, that's domestic love.
Into its overall response surrounding this case, including the chase and the events leading up to it, including when deputies responded to the family home last week.
This happened in a 5-day span, starting Wednesday night.
The criminal justice system, law enforcement, prosecutors, they are there to protect survivors. Protective orders are meant to protect you, not to hurt you.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Protective orders is not meant to keep you safe. I hope y'all really do understand that right there. A protective order does not keep you safe from somebody who don't care about the protective order.
In this case, it appears the system has failed this woman.
The system failed the woman. Remember, this was going on for 5 days. He had them made the threats and all that stuff right there. Undoubtedly, they did not call the daycare and tell the daycare, don't let him pick up the child. Or they didn't even keep the child home. Remember, over a 5 day. So technically, something was going on every day. And we just gonna drop the baby off. Okay.
2-year-old's grandfather tells me they wish, the family that is, wishes the suspect didn't receive a bond. If you'd like to help the family with funeral arrangements, they've created a GoFundMe, and you can find that link on our website at clicktohouston.com.
Remember, I had them said that we had them champion the family because we was like, hell, the granddaddy probably got the insurance on the baby. Man, they gotta GoFundMe. I just gotta go fund me. The child is 2. The child don't have life insurance. We speak on life insurance as much as we can when we see these reports coming up, and we also like to just talk about it even when the reports is not coming up. Say he was threatening the mom for a week. He had done said what he was gonna do to the child. He was making threats that he was gonna harm the child. They say for over a 5-day period. So we just gonna let the child be out of our sight, huh? Funeral and burial, $1,200 goal. They got $1,500. They got $1,500 so far. If you all would like to support this family for burying the 2-year-old, this is the GoFundMe. Funeral and burial. That's what it's under. Say on yesterday, say March 20th. Because this was made a day ago. No, 2 days ago now. All right, at approximately 10:15 a.m., said my 2-year-old niece was checked out of school by her biological father when he went to her mother's job, and he demanded her phone and password. After being unsuccessful, he fled her job with the baby and brutally beat his 2-year-old daughter with which resulted in her death. Say after a 40-minute high-speed chase with the Houston Police Department and Harris County Sheriff in a 20-minute SWAT standoff, he was taken into custody. The baby was then airlifted to a nearby level 1 trauma center when she was pronounced dead. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Shit, what? They blaming law enforcement for not doing anything. Which, okay, well, hell, law enforcement, they came out. They dealt with him. They said, we don't have enough to hold him. So whatever y'all said that he had done did, law enforcement felt like that wasn't enough to hold the player. Say, nope, do not support, collect $200 from each family on Snap. That's what's up. Get the food stamps in there. He said they need a Lifetime story about this right here. Oh, yeah. He said our GoFundMe donations tax deductible. I do know that you have to pay taxes on it. I do know that you have to pay taxes on it. So sad. So sad. We gonna learn. Again, it's who we pick. It's who we pick who determines if we gonna leave Earth before we actually think that we should leave Earth. Shout out to Dilly07 for being a member for 10 months and showing your support. Say the 973 New Jersey's in the building. I appreciate that right there. You say, Willie, if he don't get the bond, the inmates will give him the death penalty. You got a good point. They don't play about the kids at the resort. You say, Willie, you right. It's pieces missing. It's pieces missing to this story. Somebody wrote earlier that he did all of this about a password. Let me tell you something. That password for him was for him to get inside that goddamn phone to verify, find something, delete something. It was really important what's in her phone. You say they need an interview from jail. Hell yeah, no lawyer, nothing. Then we got to talk to somebody. You say, why didn't she just give him the dang password on the phone? That's a good one right there. He already came to your job whooping you and took your phone while having a baby. He had the baby and then took your phone and asked you for the passcode, and he had already threatened to harm the baby, and she didn't give him the passcode. He's holding the baby hostage, technically, while whooping you in your face, and then took your phone, and you did not give up the passcode. Okay. That's what's up. Moving right along. I ain't need much gonna hold you. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you after that right there. Goddamn it, because y'all followed your own understanding. You followed your own understanding. Why y'all ain't got no damn insurance, man? Got to be more careful. Say, Willie, maybe she had a video of him on one of her partners, on one of his partner's friends or phones. Probably deep. Yep. Say, damn, was the phone more important than your baby? Yes, it was. When I tell y'all that these goddamn things here is our life, this is our real lifeline, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you something. It's very important. Our phones is very important because without our phone, we can't connect how we need to connect out here in these streets, man. And as we know, we must connect with what's going on out here in these streets. We can't live without it right now. We can't live without it. And a whole bunch of these young folk, they came up, they was born into tech. They came up when tech was already here. So, there it is. You say she gave him the phone and no password. I don't think that she gave him the phone. I think after he went to bopping ass, he took the phone. But she did not give up that passcode. Say, did he break the phone though? No. I don't. Because he need the phone. I don't think he would have broke the phone because he need that goddamn phone. Say, Willie, what kind of phone do you have? What is the Galaxy, the Z Fold. I got the second gen. Second gen that came out about a year and a half ago to 2 years. About a year and a half ago. About 2 years. it's been about a good 2 years, but they done came out with a third one, and I refuse to spend like another $2,000. That don't even much make no sense. But this one is beautiful because it is a little laptop. It's a real little laptop. I do work on this phone without a problem because I can spread my wings and look at websites exactly how it's supposed to be. So that's a good thing. See, I missed my pager. Y'all, let's go ahead on and get into it. 5 children taken away from parents after a traffic stop. Now, this is going around the internet. They have gotten a lawyer. The parents have gotten a lawyer because their children was taken away. Let's go on and listen to some of these stories. Here we go.
Hasn't had custody of their children for over a month, and it all stems from a traffic stop on their way to a funeral in Chicago.
But tonight we are finding out how these parents are working to get their children back. Teresa Bowles spoke to the father and his lawyer. She joins us in the studio tonight. Hi, Teresa.
Both Deontay Williams and his lawyer told me because this is an ongoing criminal case, they're declining on-camera interviews, but they did speak to me on the phone this afternoon. Williams was able to see his children once they were taken away and says it's an ongoing battle to regain custody.
Yeah. 5 children taken away.
5.
While one of them were still breastfeeding.
That's Deontay Williams' lawyer, Courtney Teasley. Here are some pictures of Williams with his
with all his babies. With all his babies except for the one who was breastfeeding, or maybe this is the one who was breastfeeding, but they missing the child. But go ahead.
Children. Williams lives in Snellville, and the children's mother, Bianca Claiborne, lives in Lawrenceville. According to the district attorney's previous news release on February 17th, Williams and Claiborne were traveling with their children through Coffee County, Tennessee. Williams' arrest warrant shows Tennessee Highway Patrol troopers stopped them originally for tinted windows and traveling in the left lane while not actively passing. Both are facing simple possession charges. The district
Both of them facing simple possession charges. Possession of what?
Attorney says Williams was arrested and released on a $2,500 bond, but Bianca was never taken into custody and issued a court summons instead. Eventually, the Tennessee Department of Children's Services took custody of the 5 children.
This family has...
They took custody of the 5 children and the mother didn't even get arrested. Okay, go ahead.
Been without their babies. I can't imagine my life without my babies.
I reached out to Tennessee District Attorney Craig Northcott, the Tennessee Department of Children's Services, and the Tennessee Highway Patrol several times today. None of them responded. Here's Department of Children's Services Director of Communications, Alex Dennis, talking with reporters in Tennessee earlier this week.
Say, I thought that we stopped separating and dividing families. Say it ain't so, Willie. Yeah, because shouldn't that be like the argument? Because that was the argument when the people who was not from this country, they come to this country and people got mad that they were separating and dividing the children from the parents.
We talk about transparency a lot, whether that be policy, procedure, protocol, and in this case, we feel like those case managers did just that.
Yeah. Say, why is she screaming? Come on, nah, that's a baby.
Dennis says DCS collects evidence just like law enforcement. After the evidence is presented in court, the judge makes the final decision, then DCS follows through. Williams tells me he has been able to see his kids since they were taken away. He says they're with a family friend for now.
They with a family friend. Do y'all understand that these folks took the children away, gave the children to a family friend, and not back to the parents? Not even to the mama. Because the mama was in the vehicle too because they was going to a funeral. Yeah. They aren't together, but they together. You know what I'm saying? So it got to be more to the story, right?
Teasley wants to advise everyone that the family has not set up a GoFundMe account, so don't be fooled by any online fundraisers. The lawyer is accepting donations for anyone who wants to help the family. I'll have her email on our website. On the phone, Williams told me how upset he is and that he plans to fight this case and get his kids back.
Okay, cool. Say there's more to the story. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, because if you just watch the 2-minute and 23 video that we just had to watch, you will be like, well, I don't know enough to even be angry. You know what I'm saying? If you are going to be angry, you just don't know enough. But, I would just say that this is a use of force. This is an overuse of force in my mind. How the hell, okay, you take me to jail, fine. But baby mama, you don't take her to jail, but then y'all just gonna take the children? So DCF came out to a traffic stop? Okay, all right. Here we go.
Tonight, 2 black parents are in a desperate fight with the state of Tennessee over custody of their children.
5 children taken away while one of them were still breastfeeding. The father locked in a cage, having to make bond for a citable offense.
Emotions running high after more than a month of separation following a traffic stop.
Say, how old is she with all them small churn? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that she probably like over 35 or nothing like that.
This nightmare for Deontay Williams and Bianca
my bad.
Claiborne began on February 17th when the family was pulled over while driving from Atlanta to Chicago for a funeral. An arrest warrant obtained by NBC News says Tennessee Highway Patrol stopped Williams for having dark tint and driving in the left lane while not actively passing. An officer smelled weed and after searching the car found a gun, officials say, and 2 small amounts of marijuana.
2 small amounts of marijuana, found the firearm. They had been smoking a little bit. Okay, go ahead.
The warrant also alleges both the driver and the female passenger admitted to smoking marijuana.
So y'all driving under the influence, that's what it's going to be called. Y'all driving under the influence, but only one was arrested now. Okay. Say weed is legal. Whoa. Weed's not legal in Tennessee, if I'm not mistaken. He said, why do people take blunt rides, especially with children? I just don't understand.
Williams was arrested for possession, while Claiborne was given a citation.
She was given a citation. He was arrested.
Did not arrest the mother in this particular case. That's where we left it. The children were left in the mother had custody of the children.
The mama had custody of the children? After he got arrested, taken away, the children was left with the mama. So how did DCF get them?
Hours later, something changed.
She was sitting outside the Criminal Justice Center waiting to get her partner out, and then DCS approached trying to take the children away.
All 5 children, ages 3 months to 7 years old, were taken by Child Protective Services. State Senator London Lamar is among those demanding the children be returned.
I've never heard of children being ripped away from their family for a misdemeanor charge.
Me either. You're absolutely correct about that.
On some simple drug possession when marijuana is legal in half the states in the country.
Their attorney.
Yeah, but it's not legal in that state, sister.
Attorney telling NBC News the children were not returned to their parents after a hearing in juvenile court Monday and remain in foster care tonight, pending the results of a drug test.
It's certainly.
They remain in Boy, the system's something else, though, ain't it? They remain in custody depending on the drug test. How long do reefer stay in your system? This is not it's not that raw. It ain't that heroin. That ain't perk 50s or perk 30s. That's reefers. And if they are smokers, because it seems to me that they are smokers, it may be in your system longer than 30 days because if you're going to ride with your children and you taking blunts on the road and you smoking and driving, that means it will stay in your system a little bit longer. So it's going to be a while before they get these kids back, right? Because it's pending, it is dependent on a drug test, right? Say longer than 30 days, say they tokers. I'm trying to tell you, weed stay in your system if you hit it like every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Once this week, or maybe twice this week. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like 30. You on that daily? Weed and the weapon is not legal. Listen. And it's worse. Well, weed is not legal in Georgia, right? Even if he has his firearm legally and you in a state that is not legal, that's a felony. I want y'all to really understand this right here. Those of you who had your firearms, but you in a state to where it's not legal, but you blowing, they find that reefer on you. That plus a firearm is a felony, and you can lose your privileges of having a firearm legally. But go ahead.
To their parents after a hearing in juvenile court Monday and remain in foster care tonight, pending the results of a drug test.
It's certainly extreme, but the problem is that courts in family law have such vast discretion to decide what they want to do on a case-by-case situation.
The Department of Children's Services says caseworkers acted appropriately.
You see, I keep saying that you can't have weed and a weapon together. Period. Say legal or not. Absolutely correct. Especially if it's illegal in your state. You say she's smoking weed while nursing her baby. I was waiting on somebody to say that right there. I was waiting for somebody to say that right there because we hadn't forgot she was nursing one of them, and they took them all. Do y'all think now, well, maybe they was right for at least taking the newborn? Huh? Shout out to Houston for the $2 super chat. You say, mine. You say, why are they blowing 5 children in the car seats? Oh, that's a good one. Well, it depends on the vehicle. It depends on the vehicle. They would need an SUV to have them all in car seats. They would need an SUV, something with 3 rows. Go ahead.
You know, we talk about transparency a lot, whether that be policy, procedure, protocol, and in this case, we feel like those case managers did just that.
The department did not clarify the grounds for removal, but told NBC News in a statement, DCS and law enforcement follow protocol for collecting evidence.
You say not without testing the mama first. No. The mama admitted to smoking too. Dun, 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 dun. The mom admitted to smoking too.
Those findings are then presented to the court. In this instance, the evidence resulted in the court placing children in DCS custody. Tonight, still more questions than answers, as Williams and Claiborne vow they won't stop fighting for their kids.
This has got to end.
And Priscilla Thompson joins us now from Atlanta. Priscilla, this seems like a very significant step for a misdemeanor. Is it common for child services to take children away from their family after a misdemeanor charge like this?
They just keep saying a misdemeanor charge. Technically, yes, it's a misdemeanor charge for getting pulled over. Reefer is misdemeanor too. But you got a firearm. 5 children in the car. Y'all both admitted to doing an illegal act while driving. 5 of them. One is being breastfed. The mother said she smoked too. So I can kind of understand them taking the newborn. I really can understand if they would have just took the newborn. Just off that right there. You breastfeeding and smoking? Which is something else too, because there's so many of these babies out here smoking well, hell, they ain't breastfeeding. But they do be smoking. But they don't be breastfeeding though. He said the kids could have been buzzed, say weed like Jaguar. I'm trying to tell and you on a long road trip from Georgia to Chicago. I hope that they was not smoking inside the car. I can understand them smelling like weed, but that don't mean that they smoked inside the car. You say the baby was driving in the left lane high. Goddamn shame.
Well, Ellison, it's extremely rare, according to the expert that we spoke to. And one of the key questions here is what prompted the Department of Children's Services to step in hours after the Tennessee Highway Patrol had released these children back into the custody of their mother. And so
whoa. So it was hours. So maybe they was holding his release waiting on DCF. Maybe that's what happened. Because I'm thinking, If it's out, like as soon as he would have got arrested, taken down there, booked and all that fly stuff right there, at least like a little hour and a half or something like that, she should have been able to go ahead on and bond him on that, get him on that, and run. But she said that she was down there for hours. He said they be smoking while pregnant. Say how you see it all the time in NYC. Say walking the streets. You're absolutely correct. They've been doing it. But they don't arrest these mamas.
From their family after a misdemeanor charge like this?
Well, Ellison, it's extremely rare, according to the expert that we spoke to. And one of the key questions here is what prompted the Department of Children's Services to step in hours after the Tennessee Highway Patrol had released these children back into the custody of their mother. And so tonight there are still a lot of questions about this, as it has now been more than a month since those parents have been and had those children in their custody. And experts also tell us that it can take weeks, if not months, to reverse a decision like this.
Stop. You said that they haven't had them in over a month, and now it can take weeks and stuff like that. But they also told us they can get them back pending a drug test. I wonder if they stopped smoking. I wonder from the time that they said, well, this will be pending on the drug test, did they stop smoking?
Ellison,
Priscilla,
I hope they did.
Have you heard anything else from officials about this case?
We have not received any updates from officials. What they have told us is that there is a gag order in place, and because there are juveniles involved in all of this, they are not allowed to speak about this. And we also know that the attorney for the family is now saying that she's limited on what she can say because of that gag order, as well as they wait to see whether or not those children will be returned in the coming days. The attorney says that she expects to have an update by the end of this week. Ellison?
This thing deep. This one here is deep. Shout out to Houston for the $2 super chat. Say in Missouri, I think that's what MI stand for. You can, or in Mississippi, you can have only one reefer or CPL card pass. Yeah. Yep, that's the same thing in Florida. That's why I would not get that card. I would not get that card because that's in conflict with my concealed weapons. Nope. I'd rather have my weapons than be able to smoke legally. Michigan, I knew it, but I didn't know it. I knew it, but I didn't know it. I appreciate y'all for correcting the player. He said, didn't need a card for weed. He said, no more, Honcho. Say, so everybody packing. I'm trying to tell you something. Who? I don't want the card. So you still can't have a weapon. He said, if those kids test positive, they would not get them back at least a year. Oh, wow. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense if they find that dope. If they find them reefers inside them children. And especially when they test that newborn or the child who was being breastfed. Yeah. Uh-huh. There's some trouble out here in these streets. Shout out to Chris for the $10 cash app. He said they love to use the juvenile excuse. Yep. Sure enough do. But listen. I don't think that I don't think that they should have took Shurin away though. Like I really don't. The problem with law enforcement had them already concluded. Y'all done already locked the player up. I gotta come on down here. I gotta bond him out of this. Let us just go ahead on our way. And now they missed the funeral. He said they live in Georgia, kids in Tennessee. Yep. But remember, they also said that the kids is with family and or close friends, right? Close friends. So they must have friends in Tennessee. They must have friends in Tennessee. He said, I used to work for DCF. I was a good one. That's why I left. Oh, man. Say, is we going on Rumble? Nope. Not tonight. We're not doing Rumble tonight. It take a lot of energy for me to do Rumble because I be hyped. But it won't be tonight. Yeah, so listen. This is a learning lesson. I hope that they get their churn back. Y'all get them their goddamn churn. Them churn got a daddy. You know what I'm saying? Get them churn back to their mama and daddy. He said the oldest kids was rolling for him. He said this is some interstate legal drama. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is a problem. He said, why would they admit to smoking? Willie say, hush, listen. Trying to do that honest thing. Remember, I had told y'all that being honest and telling the truth is not always the best thing. Because if they came up and say, hey, I smell a little reefer. Is it weed in the car? Just don't lie to me, man. God damn it. Is it weed in the car? Have anybody been smoking? And to just keep peace out of confusion. Yeah, man. It's on me. I got a little bit over here. You know what I'm saying? Because it actually makes it better a lot of times if you just don't make folk waste their goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? But as a driver, as somebody behind the wheel, you never want to admit that you have taken any substance while behind the wheel. Luckily, he wasn't charged with endangering children by being intoxicated. Luckily, he didn't get that charge. And, hold on. Watch this. They also let the mother drive away while being intoxicated. Come on now. If smoking was so bad, and if DCF felt like it was so bad that they had to get the children, they should have complained with the police. Why would y'all let the mother continue to drive knowing that she was intoxicated with marijuana? Since they're taking the kids because of marijuana. Say, Willie, is there open carry in that state or legal to have weed? Nope. In Tennessee, it is not legal to have weed yet. You say, did he have a license for the weapon or a medical card? They didn't speak on him having either licenses. They just said that they found the gun. A gun was in the vehicle. But they also didn't say that the gun was dirty. I don't even think that he was charged with the gun. So the gun was legal because he was not charged with the gun. I didn't hear nothing about him being charged with no damn gun. But they did speak on it. Hold on. Let me slide this right here over. Maybe they may say something else. It said after fighting for their 5 kids, ages 4 to 7, say back after they was taken away from Child Protective Services, the couple and their kids were pulled over in Tennessee. Yada. Back in February for tents, and Williams was later arrested for possession of marijuana. He said their children have allegedly referred to Williams as the weed man and showed child service agents how to roll a joint. Boy, y'all was telling the truth. I thought y'all were joking. I didn't read this shit. I be liking to read it with y'all so I can have like a real reaction. Man, I didn't know. Their children have allegedly referred to Williams as the weed man. Ain't that they daddy? And showed child service agents how to roll a joint. How did CPS get to the point to where a child was in place and or the discussion about a child rolling a joint? Roll a joint. Because they say a child showed them how to roll a joint. See, I knew it was more. You say you cannot take the gun past state lines. Yes, you can. You can have a firearm in Tennessee. I was just up there. Yeah. Majority of the South, you can have a firearm. Yeah. Say these kids snitching, say they don't want to go back home. He said they should have showed him how to roll a joint. This is a problem, man. He said they didn't teach their kids to hush. No, they didn't. Say, so he the community dope man. Oh my God. He said, Willie, they just kids though. Yeah. Do we not like snitches? But they just kids though, Willie. He say, Willie, you can't believe DCF. He say, I've been through it. Oh. So they tell the kids. They tell the kids what's going on. Let me grab this, grab that, do that, pop that, hit that. Let me put a part 2 right there. Think we good. Let's do this. All right. Let's see. Guess I shut that one down and leave that one up. Let me come on back. Do this. See what we get now, but this one over here is still acting up. Let me go and shut this one down. I'll leave that one right there.